are down here at St. Phil's Big Red Tiger Den tonight. We've got the St. Phil. The only time we're here this year to see the Fighting Tigers, so everybody out there gets to see them tonight. Good ball club. Coach Ted Fitzgerald, 9-5. You started out 7-0. You've had a tough time since then, 2-5. What do you look to kind of get things back on the ball here for St. Phil, get them back to where you were the start of the season?
Well, you know, it all comes down to effort. Our kids have to give 110% every single minute of the game, and at times we haven't done that. You know, and being in St. Joe Valley, it's tough. You know, everybody's beating up on each other, and there's quality play out there, and our kids have to play at that kind of level. You know, we're back home, but we got to play denial defense. We got to play in-your-face defense. We got to get up and down the court, and you know, it starts with defense, and that's where everything else will create off that, because our offense creates off the defense.
Getting back to where we were, like you say, yeah, 7-0 to start the season, but you've got good home cooking. You guys are 7-0 at home this year too. Lost all your games, have been on the road, so you're back in the Tiger tonight. This is a team that gave you, Coach Fitzgerald, your first loss this year, so you got a little bone to pick with these guys getting back at them tonight, don't you?
Oh yeah, and the seniors have never gotten these guys, and you know, they're hungry for it, and we're home, and you know, the kids realize that we need to win, and they're ready to show up, and we're comfortable here, and again, we just have to give the effort that we're capable of doing week in and week out, and if we do that, good things will happen.
Well, sent to you, Coach, that you got a small school, you don't have a lot to pick from. Schoolcraft, a large Class D school, you're a Class D, and you do a good job down here with your kids, getting them fired up, playing that high-intensity basketball. Good luck to you and your program, getting the season back on track so you can go good into the district.
We plan on doing that. Thanks
a lot. Welcome to the second half of this high school doubleheader. You saw a great JV contest tonight here at St. Phil, the Den, Sheila Guerra Court. They won the JV contest. Now we got the varsity contest, St. Phil Fighting Tigers against the Schoolcraft Eagles. This is Gary Katz along with a real special treat tonight for those out there in Access Fishing Land. We got Mike Riley, American League umpire extraordinaire, one of the best in the business down here to help call this game tonight. Jim Hughes not able to be here, so Mike's filling in, got some big shoes to fill, but looking for a great contest tonight, Mike, at this ball game.
Yeah, I got some big shoes to fill. I hope I can do the job like Jim does.
Well, we'll give it a shot, both of us. Turnover for St. Phil, the starters for Schoolcraft. I'll let you get St. Phil, Mike. Cam Manning at guard, Drew Kratt. The other starter, Chad Schwabauer, Terry Young, and Steve Glasscock, the 5 starters for Schoolcraft. Mike, you got the St. Philers.
St. Philip's going to start off with Mike Leifeld at guard, averaging 18 points a game. John Sherwood at the other guard at 4 points. Santos Ramos averaging 12 points. Ryan Solik averaging 10 points. And Elliot, you're getting the start tonight at guard because they want a little more quickness. He's going at 4.6 points a game.
Missed shot by Schoolcraft. Leifeld the other way. Schoolcraft, good hustle on the back there.
Just couldn't quite get the pass to your.
Steve Glasscock, great hustle, get on the court for Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft's record, Mike, 8-6, 5-4 in the St. Joe Valley. St. Philip 9-5, 4-5 in the St. Joe Valley. And Schoolcraft, Mike, the first loss this year for St. Phil was at the hand of the Schoolcraft Eagles. So St. Phil's got something to pay back here tonight to the Schoolcraft.
St. Philip wants to win this ball game. We've been struggling in the last few weeks. We need a big ball game here. One of the keys to this game is how many points we can score inside that paint. And we just missed our first opportunity down there. So Solik battling for the rebound, comes up just a little bit short.
You're the shot, not quite able to convert. We're still nothing. Basically a minute and a half in here in the first quarter. Good defense by both teams, though. Good hands by Sherwood, knocked the ball away. Good rebound by
Nice
Sherwood.
rebound.
That's a missed shot.
2-on-1.
Ramos, the shot, just missed it. Good pass by Elliott. You're there to Ramos. Ramos fouling the shot. He'll get 2 shots, Mike.
Elliott Ure made a great pass. Santos just couldn't get it to go.
Trust me, Mike, these are big shoes to fill. When Mike is the lead, I tell you, when Jim Hughes is the lead, I tell you, he's can keep score at the same time. Ramos trying to find his
Well, I'm
free
just going
throw
to sit here and
percentage.
listen to you, and I'll make a few comments now and then.
Santos Ramos, a 69% free throw shooter. He knocks down the first point of the ball game here at 6:18 to go in the first quarter.
Santos is an excellent shooter, and St. Philip needs him to score. Knocks down both.
So he makes them both. 2 big free throws there. 1-2-2 press for St. Phil here.
For St. Philip.
Good defense by Solich right there. Got his body in front of the shooter. Boy, tell you though, they've got some good size. Does Schoolcraft, they kept after it right there.
You get 3 attempts, you got a good shot. Santos, nice pass from Mike Leifeld off the back rim.
We'll talk more about Mark Leifold though. Mike, he's the leading scorer all time of St. Phil. Just broke the record, I believe, a game or 2 ago. Mike Leifeld, prolific scorer down here at St. Phil, passed some really big names. I think Fred Smith did have the record, right, Mike?
Absolutely. Fred Smith in 74, I think is what Fred had that record. Mike Leifeld, just a tremendous athlete, does a great job on the basketball court. Good shooter, drives the basket well, dishes off. Just an outstanding player.
Isn't Fred the AD, Mike, at Comstock? I believe he's the athletic director.
Fred is, you're right. He was at St. Joe, and now I think he's back at Comstock. I think you're right.
Schoolcraft trying to work inside to use their size. Call it travel. Down low. Number 33, Chad Schwabauer. I'll get these names right eventually.
Yeah, that's a tough one to get, let me tell you.
I'll switch
good call
second
by the
half for
official.
Mike.
He did just shuffle his feet.
You can have Schoolcraft the second half, Mike. You're tough.
I'm a little more familiar with St. Philip.
Good drive, good call there. A little late on the call, but they did make the call.
Absolutely.
Leifeld got hit on the arm there.
One thing Mike does, he does a great job of penetrating down that lane, and if he's got a shot, there's a good chance he'll convert it. If not, he'll dish it back out to someone else.
Mike Leifeld shooting 2 here, 2-2, 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Leifeld.
I tell you, Gary, this is a game St. Philip needs badly. First of all, they've been playing not as well as they should, and they need to get this win and get back things going before tournament action starts.
Missed that first one. It's a rarity for him. He's a 73% free throw shooter. Missed the second one also. Solich, good rebound. Kicks it out to Leifeld. Again, he drives. Pump fakes. Schoolcraft's got a lot of size in that middle. Like, they're pretty intimidating going in there.
Yeah.
They got Leifeld on the foul there. I believe he got
a little bit out of frustration. He missed a couple of free throws and missed going to hoop, and then he just went on the guy's back.
Good job again by Solich taking away the baseline.
Looks like Schoolcraft really wants to push the ball up.
Well, another too easy a bucket there.
We've seen that in the
Chad
JV game where you got to cut that baseline off.
Schoolcraft takes their first lead, 4-2. Elliott Ure misses. Good box out by 23. Drew Kratt for Schoolcraft.
Yeah.
St. Phil knocks the ball out of bounds. Early substitution here, Tom Prebish.
Got Tommy Prebish, 54, and Mark Jusic in for St. Philip. Leifeld and Solik out.
That's the second foul. Mike points out on Leifeld, so they're getting him out of the ball game. That's a key happening for St. Phil and a key happening for Schoolcraft there to get their big score out of the ball game for St. Philip.
Yeah, you hate to see a player averaging close to 19 points a game only play the first 3.5 minutes.
St. Phil averages 68 points a game on offense. Mike gives up 59. Pretty steady team, averaging of 17 points first quarter, 19 the second, 17 the third, and 16 the fourth. So they are a steady ball club on scoring, but spreading it out. Dior with a steal.
One thing about Elliott, he brings a lot of quickness to the ball game. Excellent ball handler. The key right now for St. Philip is Tommy Prevish in there, the big kid in the middle. He's got a lot of tools. He needs to get off and have a good game.
Santos Ramos missed that three. It looked good. Good arc on the shot. He's a 43% three-point shooter. He's a real key to the St. Phil offense.
Yes.
Great drive and pass baseline. They're going to get him for travel.
Yeah, he sure did. He shuffled his feet.
Mark Jusic shuffled his feet. Got a little intimidated there by the size underneath for Schoolcraft.
A lot of traffic in that lane and just shuffled. And then he picks up a foul out of frustration.
That'll drive Coach Fitzgerald crazy. A foul like that, Mark Jusic getting a cheap foul over on the sidelines. Solik's back in for Jusic right here.
Yeah, it didn't take long for Solik to be back in the ballgame. St. Philip really has to get down in the paint and score some baskets.
Yeah, this last Tuesday, Mike, St. Phil lost both their ball games. Last week, 51-47 to Mendon and 88-68 to Centerville. And earlier in the season, they'd beat Centerville, Mike, by 19 points. And here Centerville beats them by 20, so a 39-point swing. So it's kind of bodes for what's been happening to St. Phil. They're not able to do very well on the road. 7-0 record at home we talked about, but their road record is just not that strong. 2-5.
Yeah, they haven't won a conference game on the road. Nice pass.
Great pass by
John Sherwood. Solik, great pass.
Sherwood with 5.8 assists a game, and there was one of them right there. Great feed.
That's why he's a quarterback on a football team.
That's right. He delivers that ball to who's supposed to get it. Good-looking shot by 24. Omar Escamilla for Schoolcraft. Well, they're going to get 34, I believe, Mike.
Yeah, on a push out on John
Andy
Sherwood.
Workema.
They get him underneath and just rode him out.
Sherwood aggressive on the boards, Mike. He's only 5'9", 195, a good solid body on him, but he's not that tall, but he's real aggressive on those boards, trying to get those rebounds.
Yeah, he's an outstanding athlete. Very, very good football player and also an outstanding baseball player.
Well, good hands there by Elliott York. Picked a Schoolcraft player going down the middle of the key. Pulls it out front, good patience by him to set it up right there. Sherwood ball in the wing. Dribble through. Ramos, the top of the key. Underneath the Solich. Good steal. I tell you, I'm real impressed.
Yeah.
Mike, with Terry Young, he's real active on defense. Got a long, lanky body for Schoolcraft.
Yeah, he sure does.
And does a good job picking off the passes, getting the turnovers from St. Phil.
St. Phil has got to take care of the ball and make sure they distribute a pass better than they have. They can't afford to turn the ball over.
Good
nice
rebound by Solich. Exactly. In talking to people, I'd heard Sherwood doesn't shoot the ball very much, Mike, for St. Phil. He's just into delivering the basketball and running the offense.
Yeah, he's pretty much a floor general. St. Phil's playing like a three-guard offense right now with Sherwood, Urett, and Ramos. Again, they turn the ball over and not getting the pass into where they need to be.
Nope, in the corner. Schwalbauer out front. Escamilla on the bucket by Terry Young. Good bucket by him. I like his game. It's 8-4.
Oh, sure.
Schoolcraft over St. Phil here, minute 50 to go. Not a lot of scoring here this first quarter, Mike. Kind of unlike that JV game we saw earlier.
JV's shot the ball real well.
Another turnover for St. Phil, Mike.
Yeah, another turnover.
Basketball.
That's 3 straight trips on the floor with the turnover. Chris Michael is now in the ball game for St. Philip, and Mark Jusic is back in.
Schoolcraft 8-6 overall record, 5-4 in the St. Joe Valley. It's a tough conference for school St. Phil size. They do a good job in this conference, but you got to come out like Coach Fitzgerald said, you're ready to play every night.
Well, I think when the season started, St. Philip thought they had a shot to win the St. Joe Valley this year. So the last month has been a little disappointing, and I'm sure they're hoping to turn it around and start something new tonight.
Pat Walden with a bucket there for Schoolcraft. 10-4, Schoolcraft Eagles here. Not the start St. Phil wanted at home. These seniors, Coach Fitzgerald said, have never beaten the Schoolcraft Eagles. But those shots like that, they'll be able to get there. Elliott Yore with a big three-pointer, Mike, after a good run by Schoolcraft.
Well, they actually moved the ball around, had pretty good ball movement there, and that's exactly what they have to do. When you talk the situation St. Philip is in with having Mike Leifeld on the bench with 2 quick fouls in that first quarter, that hurts them a lot to have your top scorer sit.
That's exactly right, Mike. They got to take care of the basketball, and he's out there trying to keep the lead from getting too out of hand or even get closer like they're doing. They're doing a good job trying to get by without him until they can get him back in.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. You take your leader away, your leading scorer.
You're out top. Across to Mikely. Into Prebish. Oh. I like that call. I think the way he jettisoned out there, Mike, there's no way Prebish is going to shoot him out like that. That's almost like what they call in hockey, a flop. They call a penalty for diving. And they got him there on not the position.
I tell you what, I've watched Tommy all year. I said, one thing about it, I really enjoyed that because he took the ball very aggressively to the basket, and that's what he has to do. With his size, he could dominate down inside.
And he's a good football player too, right, Mike?
He's an outstanding football player. Big, strong kid. That's what Tommy Previous needs to do right there, is take that ball strong to the basket.
He's sparking him over there.
Yes, he is.
Foul, I believe, was on Drew Kraft, who's obviously Schoolcraft, the coach Greg Kraft's son. So Tommy Prebish taking it in there hard. Boy, he's a load.
Well, he's
he's a load.
6'6", 230. I mean, you got to take advantage of it. That's your strength, and they need to pound the ball into him and have him take it strong to the basket. Draw these fouls.
5th foul on Schoolcraft. 2 on St. Phil with 38.2 seconds to go. Prebish missed the first. He'll get the second. Other good ball games going on across town tonight, Mike. Penfield at Harper Creek.
Penfield and Harper got some good players on that field, on that court.
Makes the second, 10-8, St. Phil. Got the 1-2-2 going still, Mike.
Yeah.
Schoolcraft's had no trouble with it up to that last turnover when he stepped out of bounds.
Just got to make sure we get those forwards back on defense.
That's right, exactly.
Nice rebound by Mikely.
Good drive by Mikely.
Takes it up himself.
17 seconds, plenty of time to set up for a good shot here. Last shot of the quarter, Mike possibly at least tie the game or take the lead.
Yep. Exactly what St. Philip needs to do is get a good shot.
Oh, what a great play right there. Oh, I don't see that.
No, I think so, Gary. I agree. He took one step too many.
Okay.
Yep.
4.6 seconds.
And you know I've never missed one of those calls.
Oh, I know that. That's why I didn't even hesitate. I didn't even hesitate. Oh, close shot there by Andy Workema there for Schoolcraft, but that's the end of the first quarter. Got the scoring going a little bit there. I wonder if St. Phil was on 4 for quite a while, but it's 10-8. The Schoolcraft Eagles 8-6, 5-4 in the St. Joe Valley, 8 points for St. Philip, 9-5, 4-5 in the St. Joe Valley. So, Mike, St. Phil would like to get this ball game not only to get back at Schoolcraft for losing their first loss this season for St. Phil's delivered by Schoolcraft, but get back to 500 in the league and tie them at 5-5 in the league. Don't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the key right now for St. Philip, as far as they want to get this team back into where where they're playing well, so where they can get their confidence back, go into the tournament, and advance through that. So even though it's been disappointing up to this point, the last month or so, they can turn it around here these last ball games and then get ready for the tournament.
Well, I talked about Mike before the game. You and I talked at St. Phil. This team last year won their first district championship since 1984. That's 18 years. So they've got high expectations this year. Returned 8 seniors on this ball club. So the veteran ball club that won that district championship, Coach Fitzgerald wants to get these guys back on track, get winning some ball games down the stretch here, to have that momentum to go in that district tournament, try to win another district, and possibly a regional for St. Phil, which they got also in '84, a district and a regional. So they've got some work to cut out for them here to try to win this ball game and get back at Schoolcraft and tie them up at 5-5 in the league.
That's right. And actually, this St. Philip team earlier in the year was rated 8th in Class D. So, some people thought they had a pretty good ball club, and there's time to turn around. There's a lot of good athletes out here.
I agree totally. And they got Mike Leifeld back in the ball game now too.
Yeah, I saw Coach Ted put him back in, and it's a key. Mike's got to keep away from that third foul.
They're going to get little man out there for Schoolcraft there, number 12. I think Cam Man, oh, they didn't get him. Looked like he was totally pushing the St. Phil, boxing him out, pushed him out of bounds there, but they did call a foul on 42 on St. Phil. Like Ryan Solich, they got him on that
push, yeah.
So, 5th foul on St. Phil, 3 on Schoolcraft. Go to the corner, work at the 44. Steve Glasscock. These two referees discussing you, Mike. I've never seen either of these two before.
No.
Same as the JV game, not seen it, but he makes the call from half court there on a push underneath.
Again, St. Philip gets all their referees from the St. Joe Valley, and so we get a lot of referees here out of Kalamazoo.
Mike Liefeld got his North Carolina Tar Heel shoes on, Mike. Great pass there by Liefeld.
It was a great pass.
Solich got a shot block, trying to dump it off. Stolen by Schoolcraft. Misses the puppy. But Prebish, I think, got the foul.
Yeah, they got Tommy underneath.
Andy Workham missed the finger roll on the baseline. They got the rebound, put it back up. The foul on Prebish, his first, so that's good for St. Phil. Just his first foul. Usually the big guys, Mike, as you know, always get the cheap fouls underneath, but that's just his first. So he's doing good.
Yep. One thing about Tommy, he doesn't get too many cheap fouls. Usually when he fouls somebody, he fouls them good.
So their arms are a little bit numb. In the ball game for Schoolcraft, Omar Escamilla again, replacing 44, Steve Glasscock. So Chad Schwabauer gets a second free throw here. Misses that one, 11-8. Schoolcraft. Schwabauer is a 64.6% free throw shooter. We thank Coach Kratt for getting us some stats today. Backs him up to my work. Oh, good drive there.
Good drive, Liefeld. Nice job of using the backboard.
Liefeld, that'll get him maybe started. Mike, getting that first bucket, take it the hole there.
Yeah.
Baseline shot by Cam Manning, misses it. Sherwood comes up with a rebound. The Liefeld takes that baseline. Boy, Prebish is working hard inside, doing the job for St. Phil. Looked like Liefeld trying to draw a foul on the baseline. They didn't call it.
No, it looked like he was fouled. But I tell you, Tommy Prebish did a good job of going up and getting that offensive rebound.
Right.
And that's exactly what St. Philip needs. They need to control the backboards. Between Prebish and Solich, those are two guys that need to rebound the basketball.
He's been a real spark for them, Mike, just like you said when he came in.
I'm telling you, he's been starting all year, but they've gone to Elliott year at a little quickness out there, and they bring Tommy off the bench. But with Liefeld struggling a little bit from the field, they need to get that inside game going.
Tommy Prebish, a 52.8% free throw shooter, but he knocks down the first to tie this ball game up 11-11. So St. Phil fought their way back here after a slow start to tie this ball game here in the second quarter.
I tell you, Gary, I anticipate this game to be a close game. I think we're going to go down to a wire here. We should have a good one. Tommy makes the second one, too.
St. Phil changed their press up a little bit here. It looked like a 1-3 there. They've got it going right here. Schoolcraft does a good job breaking it.
Yeah, Schoolcraft had no problem with the press so far. I got him going up.
Oh, that looked like, I thought it was on Liefeld, but it wasn't. It was on Jusic. He looks a little bit like Liefeld from behind, but saw the number turn. I think it's on number 5. Mark Jusic, 6'2", 170 senior. I want to thank St. Phil's Terry Newton, Coach Fitzgerald, and the JV coaches for getting me stats for us to use here today, Mike, on this ball game, because we're only as good as the stuff we get to talk about, and you don't want me and Mike talking about just nothing.
Especially Mike, because he doesn't know that much about what he's talking about. So you're the guy that does this all the time.
I miss Jimmy Hughes, man. Not that you're not doing a great job of color, doing a better job than I do, but that man doing a lead, Mike, it's unbelievable. He keeps track of score, fouls, everything as he's talking. I don't know how he does it.
Well, that's
12-12, just under 6 minutes to go. Sure with a drive. Well, he does a nice job looking for the kick. Liefeld got it blocked there. That's all right. Andy Workham on the block. Next time, Mike Liefeld will pump fake him, and Workham will be in the crowd trying to block that shot.
Next time he'll use that head fake and go by him.
Liefeld the corner to Ramos. Good drive. Great dish to Prebish. And the
gotta go.
three-point possibility. What a great play there by St. Philip to dump it to Prebish.
Outstanding job of moving the ball to the open man, and Tommy with a great finish.
They're attacking that Schoolcraft defense very well, Mike. Breaking it down, and they're looking for Prebish. They're looking in for that dump. This is the first time I've seen St. Phil this year. I know you've seen very many of the varsity contests, but he's a force down low, and I love his shoes.
He's got style points for those shoes, I'll tell you that.
Maybe, Greg, you can have one of the camera guys, Greg Mason, producing this tonight. Get one of the camera guys to get on Tommy Prebish's shoes out there. You gotta like them. Dynamic.
Tommy's got the ability, and he's the key to this St. Philip team. They need that inside presence, and when he can play, it really frees up the guards.
This is what Coach Fitzgerald talked about, though, Mike. He wanted an up-tempo game, put a lot of pressure on them, try to get turnovers, and it caused them to get out of their normal offense. And that's exactly what's going on here. Boy, a great play by Santos Ramos.
Tries to keep it alive. Nice rebound.
And chairman of the boards, Tommy Prebish with a rebound there. Liefeld, good look right there, about an 8-footer, Mike.
Great little runner, but just couldn't get it to go.
Drew Escamilla, passed it back out. Cam Manning, Escamilla to Manning. Across to Workham, all the way across.
St. Philip in that 2-3 zone.
I tell you, Mike, for as much as Prebish means to St. Philip on the boards, I think Terry Young is just as important for Schoolcraft. Number 40, he gets a lot of boards. He's real active and getting a lot of touches on that basketball coming off the backboard on both ends of the floor.
He sure does.
15-12, St. Phil, 4:40 to go here in the first half. St. Phil's done a nice job, Mike, kind of stymieing Schoolcraft. They missed a few shots, but they get a good rebound there and put back a chance for a three-point play right when I say that from Omar Escamilla.
St. Philip missed the box out, let the guy score, and then fouled him.
Right. If I can find Escamilla here, a 65.6% free throw shooter. Chance for the three-point play to tie this ball game up if he can make this one. And he does.
He got it.
15-15.
Nice stroke.
Elliot Ure bringing it up. Well, he's a confident-looking ball player. They'll bring the ball up.
He handles the ball real well.
Good defense by Young there on Liefeld.
Yeah.
Tell you, I would go.
There's a good backdoor.
Pass thrown away there.
Yeah.
He realizes that was his fault too. Elliot Ure made a tough bounce pass there, trying to get Liefeld on the cut. But I tell you, they've got to take advantage of that situation on there. Mike, they've got Solich being guarded there by Andy Workham, who's only 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And Solich, being 6'6", has got 6 inches on him down low there, and he had him posted up, but they didn't get in the basketball.
Not getting the ball to him. That's right. It's a three-pointer.
Escamilla, another three. He's been the offensive starter this first half for Schoolcraft Eagles. Ramos missed another one, but I tell you what, like I'm sure your son Ryan, and I know my son Justin did, when you're on, shoot, when you're off, shoot till you're on mentality.
That's exactly.
And Ramos has got to keep shooting. That's his bread and butter. He's missed a couple, but he's got to keep putting it up.
He's a good shooter, so.
Right, he's a great shooter. 43% from the three-point line. That's outstanding.
Well, Tommy Prebish is going back into ball game after a short sit.
30-second timeout here for Coach Fitzgerald, I believe, in St. Phil. Mike, what do you think he's telling his team? Now they were ahead 15-12, a little 6-0 run there for Schoolcraft to go ahead 18-15.
Well, I think Ted's got to tell his team we got to do a little better job of taking care of the basketball, stay away from the turnovers, get a good shot, knock it down, go back and play defense, and then go back again and do it on the offensive side.
I agree, that's exactly what's going on here. They've got away from that. That's why they're down 18-15 and Schoolcraft's put a 6-0 run. I tell you, Mike, you remind me of, I've had Mike Knopf, step in for me and fill in. And Mike and you both got to do a good job coming right in cold turkey and picking up right for us here on Access Vision. So
I'm always filling big feet. Got Mike Knopf, so I got to take his spot. Gee, this is tough to do. He's a politician. I'm an umpire.
Yeah. Mike's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Graduated with your wife, Mary, and I down from Battle Creek Central, class of 71.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He'll do a great job.
Yep, doing a good job in politics for 62nd District, the state of Michigan.
That's
tries to hit Prebish. Good pass there. And a good bucket for Prebish. Boy, he's strong underneath. They got a piece of that. He's still powering the net. They're looking for Prebish. He's the main part of their offense, Mike.
Tommy's playing as well as I've seen him play all year. And this is what I know he could do, and I haven't seen it. It's really, really a pleasure to see him playing tonight the way he's playing.
When he averages 10.6 points a game, a 53% from the field shooter, averages 7 boards a game, but he's doing a great job now. He is, I don't know if he knows the cameras are here or what, Mike, or he's trying to get even with Schoolcraft.
Maybe his Access Vision brings out the best in him.
Prime-time player. Ramos just missed the steal there. Back in the corner. Young brings it out. Ramos almost a steal on Escamilla. Over to Young. Young drops it off there. Yor with a steal. He comes up with it.
Sure did. He's got quick hands,
Real quick
hands.
Andy Stanley. Ramos baseline. Great drive. Oh, they called a charge.
I thought the ball might have been out of his hands first.
I want to see what the referee calls here. He's called a charge.
He's not going to call it player control. I thought the ball might have been out of his hand. Count the basket, give the ball to Schoolcraft, but
so did I, Mike.
It's not my job tonight.
Andy Workham on number 34 got the charge. Good play by him, but it did look like it was out of his hands. A good baseline drive by Ramos.
Yeah, sure was.
Well, that looked like a travel, but he fired the ball out of bounds anyhow. It looked like he traveled that.
He might have turned it over twice.
The Tiger mascot was open on that. High intensity, fast-paced game right now, Mike. Not a lot of setup on offense. Both teams pushing it up and down the floor.
We're not.
18-17 Schoolcraft Eagles, 2:30 to go here in the first half. Good kick out to Sherwood. Back to Yor. Good looking three-pointer.
Gets that nice high arc on that shot. Knocks down back-to-back threes.
As a three-point shooter, I don't believe you can ever get too much arc.
No.
Oh, good block by Prebish.
Block.
Feed off that defense, Mike. There's Prebish again. Oh, man. They have no key to stop him, Mike. 22-18. Good recognition by Mike Liefeld to get the ball in there to Prebish. That's where they've been getting their bread and butter, and that's where they went.
Take care of one of your strengths. Get the ball, keep it inside.
That's right. A great timeout by Coach Greg Kraft of Schoolcraft. I tell you right there, because they've got to design something, Mike, to try to take Prebish out of the ball game. Get some kind of umbrella defense on him down low, because he's getting the ball too low in the box. He should. Parents you do down here at St. Phil, Mike, that do all the things for the school and the kids.
Without the parents that we have at St. Philip, our programs would never be successful.
That's correct. Boy, that was a travel. Looked like to me there. Maybe I'm getting blind, but Steve Glasscock looked like he did the shuffle there, but no call. They've got to get on it. Escamilla, because he's a good deflection there by Sherwood out of bounds. Liefeld. You do is they hit a three with your star player, gets 2 fouls early. You go to that 2-3 zone so you can hide him a little bit. And to Coach Fitzgerald's credit, he did a good job keeping him out that first quarter, not risking him that third foul.
Right.
They want one shot by Coach Fitzgerald, which is a smart move here. They're up 22-21. At least St. Phil goes in with that mental edge of having a lead and possibly extending it here past the 1 up to 3 or 4 point lead.
I'd say with 10 seconds, you want to start this thing towards the basket.
9, 8.
There it is.
Liefeld up top, the lane drive here. Solich for a possible big three. A little bit long, just off. No good on the shot there, so the end of the first half here at the Tiger Den. St. Phil Tigers 22, Schoolcraft Eagles 21. This is Gary Katz along with Mike Riley. Stay tuned for a good second half coming up in just a moment. Welcome to second half. We've got about 30 seconds to go. Let's go down the scores here. We got Gary Katz along with Mike Riley, Greg Mason here tonight with a great camera crew. For the Schoolcraft Eagles scoring in the first half, Drew Kraft with 2 points, Omar Escamilla with 9, Pat Walden with 2, Chad Schwabauer with 3, Andy Workema with 2, Terry Young with 3. For St. Philip, Santos Ramos with 2, Mike Liefeld 2, Ryan Solich 2, Elliot Yor 6, and a real surprise, he's already got his average, Mike. Tommy Prebish with 10 points to make the score 22-21. St. Phil, so a great first half by Prebish. Some of the other players bound to have to step up. I know Coach Fitzgerald said that with his team, he wants to have multiple people in double figures. The last time they played Schoolcraft, there was only 2 people in double figures.
The key to St. Philip first half was Tommy Prebish getting inside, scoring baskets. The second half, they're going to have to get Mike Liefeld off, right into kicking into Prebish. That's exactly what they need to do. But I look for Mike Liefeld to have a good second half.
Right back with what got him there, Mike, just like you say. Great pass by Yor to Prebish. If they don't stop it, just keep going to it.
Keep going right to it.
Glasscock out front to Manning. Manning penetrates, kicks. Really not available there. Great pass by Prebish to Liefeld. And a good bucket there by Liefeld. Get his second bucket of the game. Good play by Prebish and Coach Greg Kratt of Schoolcraft. 30-second timeout, but he is hot at a couple of his players.
That's right. The key to that is getting the rebound, getting the outlet pass, and running the court. And that's
they breaking St. Phil's press. Setting it up. Over to Ure. Oh, not quite not all the pace on that pass. They picked it off. Oh, wow. Oh, good basket by Liefeld there. He got pushed underneath.
well, that's what Mike Liefeld can do for me. He penetrates, shoots off that dribble extremely well.
Well, I like Mike what he did there. He's got 3 fouls, and almost like he was being suckered to drive there, trying to get that charge. Pulled up, got the nice soft 8-footer, and made the shot.
One thing about Mike, he's a smart basketball player, and he knows he's got 3 fouls.
Well,
He knows he has to be on the floor, too.
Score as many points as he does, Mike. He's got to be pretty smart.
Mike is just an outstanding athlete.
Oh,
Elliot Ure hits a tough runner. Off balance, nice shot.
oh, that wasn't a high percentage shot, but
No.
he got the roll. So it's St. Phil's time right now.
He didn't exactly get his
31-22.
shoulder square to the basket, but he did a great job.
Little scrambly right now. Schoolcraft's got to set it up a little bit. Show their patience right here. Manning, take it in. In stride to Schraubauer.
Oh, great pass.
He got hit right there, looked like. Track. Call a foul, but on the Good defense by Young there. Sherwood got to be careful, like any penetrator, Mike, leaving your feet. Make sure you got somebody to deliver it to.
Yeah, because if you come back down, you got a turnover.
Right. Santos Ramos inbound the ball. Out to Liefeld. Back in the corner to Ramos.
Previous with the offensive rebound and the putback.
He's got 14 now, Mike. Oh, good play. Good play by Schaubauer there to find his only option before he was going out of bounds, Mike. A big bucket there for Schoolcraft. Down 7, 33-26 to St. Phil. Previous good job saving that pass.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit behind him.
I tell you, it is
John Sherwood for
Sherwood, a rarity, a three-pointer for Sherwood.
Previous kept that ball alive, was able to kick it back out for the 3. Great job on the offensive rebound.
Oh, good move there by Glasscock. Up and down pace right here, 36-28 St. Phil. Liefeld with the ball. On the wing. Young plays good defense. Oh, Mike moves his feet really well, tries to stay centered up. Good idea by the coaching staff. St. Phil told him to set it up. Good block by Young. He plays good defense, Mike. Thirty-second timeout by
Liefeld comes up a little short.
Credit that to Santos Ramos, the speed there, keeping it alive after the miss by Liefeld. Coach Greg Kratt, a little excited over here, thought they had a steal, but they called him for kicking the basketball, the Schoolcraft defender. Ramos looking for somebody over. Mike Riley and I open up here. But he had to get rid of the basketball or it was going to be the 5 count. Nobody got open.
Playing guard for St. Philip, number 2.
Exactly what you talked about. There's
Give Sherwood and Elliott Ure a little bit of a rest.
we got Escamilla on Liefeld. They had Young on him earlier, moved somebody else. So that pass just wasn't there. You can credit that right there to Nick Buckley.
Has been turning the ball over here the last 2 times down the court too, so. They're actually double teaming. If you look at Tommy Previous down there, they're fronting him and they're making it tough to get. Should free up Solik for a shot. And it does. Previous rebound.
Oh wow.
And they get
tough
Tommy
call.
Previous
Yeah, they
for
got
a push
tough call right there.
To score.
Santos Ramos among the trees. Got to give him credit on a pass from Solich. One in her strong, got the foul.
And he'll shoot 2.
Santos Ramos, free throw percentage. If I can find that here among a stack of papers. 69% free throw shooter. I like his shoes too. Got the black and silver going.
Yeah, he's got style points.
These guys have got style down here. They say, Mike, shoes make the man. Hey, more power to him. I like
shoes.
shoes.
We wore Converse All-Star
That's right.
canvas.
Hey, you're dating us, man. You're dating us, Mike, exactly. Now I see those things are actually making a comeback.
Yeah, well, you know, everything comes around after a while.
Goes round, comes round. Big free throw by Ramos there, 37-30. St. Phil up by 7. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. Good looking shot there. Pat Walden. Walden only averages 1.4 points a game, so, oh, it wasn't looking right there. Prebish wasn't looking.
Yeah, but
wild shot. Oh, Ramos.
Nice.
Good bucket
job
there.
of catching the basketball. Nice job of going to the basket. Used his back to block off any defender, and just a nice job of body control.
Right. Schoolcraft doing a good job breaking that St. Phil press now, Mike.
Yeah, the press really hasn't been a factor on either team tonight.
Pass cross court. Escamilla. Out to Walden. Escamilla over to Walden again. Andy Workama drives. Misses a shot. Solich had it. Good hands. Great hands there by Elliott Yore for St. Phil. Oh, that's a charge. No call. They're letting them play. Now there's a foul on 24.
Contact underneath that hoop that time.
Escamilla, they were letting them play there, Mike. It got a lot of hand. A good attempt there by Ramos, the corner. It's going to be, okay, into the third. Four. The tough flack you take, you know.
We've been fortunate. This will be my 31st year in Major League Baseball, so.
Battle Creek's proud to call you one of their own, I'll tell you that. Ramos, great. Ramos got good hands, good body control right there. That's going to be a foul on Schoolcraft.
Kept that play.
Absolutely. That's a great call right there.
Yeah, it sure was.
That's a foul on Terry Young. St. Phil starting to get Schoolcraft in a scramble here. A great pass by Yore down court, but I'm real impressed with, like you say, Mike, Santos Ramos' body control. He goes in there under control, kisses it off the glass.
Yeah, and that's what you need.
They've got Santos Ramos listed at 5'10". I think they had him standing on a couple books when they took that measurement.
He plays bigger than 5'10".
But he's got a big heart.
Yeah, he plays bigger than 5'10".
Time for a timeout. Good call. Good call by St. Phil. I thought the players would call it. Coach will break a press like that, and by passing, not dribbling. And that's what Coach Fitzgerald wants. And he knows that's going to be by this score as I am. Andy France, the roving reporter from Harper Creek, just called in from Harper Creek. They just got through defeating Penfield 78-36.
78-36. Boy, I tell you.
What a great feed by Liefeld. Oh, and Solich misses his shot.
Can't convert it.
Oh, but a great feed.
Calendar and marked it off that it'd be a big ball game for Harper Creek. They needed to win that game, so.
And Kyle Sackrider and company out there took care of business with the Panthers.
Yeah.
Oh, there's comes a 2-on-1 possibly. Liefeld bringing it out the top there. Got to be careful. He's got those 3 fouls. Santos Ramos, good job by St. Philip, Mike, just to get it out front. Boom. I tell you what, when you leave him to tee it up, he's made a couple big threes for St. Phil, Mike.
I tell you what, I think he's 3 for 3 from that three-point. He's done a great job for him tonight.
That's exactly what he wanted to do. Pick up the defense, win with defense.
Yep.
You're taking it out top, running a little clock off. Good job. They're setting screens for Liefeld to go baseline if need be with Prebish. See, Prebish is going back and forth, Mike, setting screens.
Yep. Trying to free him up inside.
Mike Liefeld, you give him a crack, he's going to take it. That defender backed off.
They
All
actually
he
doubled
needed.
down on previous left. Looked like
Yeah,
he
it
walked.
sure did.
Might have got away with the walk.
Yep. No need to put any quick moves on people.
No.
Just keep hand-off basketball. Oh, that was off Sherwood. Tommy Prebish tonight. Tell you, like we talked, Mike, he's only averaging 10 a game. I don't have the second half stats up here, but he went into the half with 10 points, and I'm sure he's close to 20.
He's doing things.
Elliot, you're no need to go under there like that.
That's it.
Oh, too bad right there. There was no need to attack that bucket like that. 4:08 to go in the third, 52-43. St. Phil, time.
Tigers will give him a chance, especially at this time when they're going to be developing players. Alan Trammell should do an outstanding job.
Great move by Liefeld there on a drive.
That's what Mike Liefeld does so well, is drive down the middle there and penetrate and score.
Like they got Tommy Prebish on the foul. One thing I like too. Now they're spreading out, Mike.
That's exactly what they need to do right here. Coach Fitzgerald's 100% right in setting up the play. Elliott gets it back.
Elliott, he's got some quickness. He almost lost the ball and turnover. Got it back though. I don't know, Sherwood. Sherwood might have been passing that ball right there to Solich. They run the clock out, up 11, 54-43. There's a foul on Young, on Liefeld. That's a 17 foul. Both teams right now, Mike, will be in the 1-1.
Yep.
Play at least.
Right. Yeah, everything gets spread around. Well,
Good
Young
tip.
went to the basket there in that tip in. Outstanding.
St. Phil up 10, 55-45, 2:44. I think there's going to be some available back doors. There's something that's going to happen where St. Phil's going to get a couple baskets down low, Mike, because they're pressuring the ball so far up top on all the ball possession. St. Phil's got two good guards that are going to break down this defense and get Prebish or Solich involved for an easy bucket.
Right.
Ramos out top, over to Sherwood, back to Ramos. Liefeld's the corner. Fouling Ramos. Santos Ramos, 69% free throw shooter. They've got their good shooters out there, Mike.
Well,
Liefeld's 73.
At this point in the game, they want the ball in Santos or Mike's hands because those two kids are good from the line.
St. Phil as a team shoots 58.1%. But the key guys that can make them are out there.
Yeah,
and he makes the first.
And that's what, you want the ball in their hands right now.
Again, the sponsors for tonight's ball game, the Schoolcraft St. Phil JV and Varsity Contest, Burnham Insurance Group, Catholic Athletic Association, Prebish Chiropractor Center, and Jack Pearl Sports Center bringing you this ball game tonight. Could you be surprised? Well, you probably wouldn't be surprised, Mike, how many schools around town on weekends. On Saturday, the kids get up, the high school kids, the other schools, and watch St. Phil play. They don't get a chance to see them. They don't get to see these friends they've got across town play. So they get up and watch, and they pull for each other.
Oh, sure they do. They play against each other during the summers and pick up games at the Y.
Oh, yeah.
And so
exactly.
that's what it's all about.
They read about Santos Ramos, Mike Liefeld, Tommy Prebish. They get to see them.
That's exactly right.
Well, they can't let those guys get teed up like that. 24, they might call, no. Well, they might call it flagrant, but no.
I think he was going enough for the ball.
Yep. Well, you can't give, though, St. Phil is going to, Mike, Schoolcraft is going to be looking for the three-point shot, so they've more or less got to umbrella their defense and take away that three because they had a wide open three ball right there.
Yeah, they sure did.
They got to take that away. That's what they're going to be setting up for. Ramos with 1 and 1. Count it.
Yeah.
You can see it going off his hand. He's got a good stroke.
Yeah, Santos has got a great stroke.
So if St. Phil can hold on this ball game, Mike, they'll go to 10 and 5, 5 and 5 in the conference. A big psychological win to get to 10 and 5, 5 and 5 in the league, beat a team that's already beat them once, and move on.
Yeah.
Try to catch White pitching on Friday, pay them back.
I think, like we said earlier, that St. Philip just needs to right the ship a little bit, get things going well. The definite plus is Tommy Previous, the job he's done tonight in the game. He's been, as they would say, the man. He's done a great job.
He is the chairman of the boards in the Big Red Gym tonight. He has done an outstanding job.
Yep.
Ryan Solich can thank Prebish there for doing all the work, getting him the basketball, and he got fouled. So
I'll tell you,
Solich,
Ryan Solich has just done a great job for St. Philip's this year. I know most of the people know that he hasn't played for 3 years. Outstanding player coming out of the junior high ranks. Very good player. Decided that he didn't want to play basketball, but he came his senior year and said, I'm going to play, and he's done a great job for St. Philip. He's been a big plus to the team.
great rebound by him right there, and he was only a 58% free throw shooter, knocked down those two free throws to give St. Phil a 15-point lead.
He should be a better free throw shooter in the 58 because he's got a great looking shot.
Right. Well, his brother on JV.
Nice pass by Sherwood.
Oh, almost.
And almost a good finish.
Mike, have you played Leland then in any tournaments this year?
They have not played Leland yet. And Leland was really a very dominated senior team last year. But they brought a freshman girl up, happens to be the coach's daughter. And from what I understand, she's just outstanding. So I'm sure, obviously they're strong again. So hopefully they get a chance to go back at them.
Well, you could understand how that would be if you were a coach bringing up a freshman. That's saying you better be playing it. But if you're bringing up your daughter, she must be outstanding, or he'd be taking flack. So she's got to be a heck of an athlete.
Well, St. Philip's going to get some new players in the game. We've got Andrew Shaner, Joel Fleece, Chris Michael, and Chris Herzing.
Coach Ted Fitzgerald, a minute 32 to go here. Up 63-45, up 18, chance to go 19 against some kids in the ball game. Good move by him.
Well, those kids practice all week.
Right.
Get an opportunity to play. It's
Santos
good that
Ramos out.
Santos sits and Nick Buckley back in now for St. Philip.
So Andrew Schoner, like Mike said, Andrew Schoner, Chris Mikely, Chris Herzog, Nick Buckley, and Joel Flees in the ball game, the 5 for St. Phil out there. Schoolcraft's got quite a bit of their bench, and they got a few of their starters. There's a rainbow. That's a Mike Riley shot right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I shot a lot of those.
I remember some of those. That's all right. Kill a little time there. Minute 4 to go, 64-45. St. Philip, they'll go to 10-5, 5-5 in the league. Schoolcraft will go to 8-7, 5-5 in the league.
It's a big win for Ted Fitz. I'm telling you, he's got to be very, very happy about this victory here tonight.
They like the home cooking down here in the gym.
Yeah.
Undefeated here, 8-0 at the Tiger Den.
I'll tell you what.
Bucket by 32, Derek Small. The season dealt to them by Schoolcraft by winning this ball game 64-53. Again, our sponsors tonight: Burnham Insurance Group, St. Phil Catholic Athletic Association, Previous Chiropractic Center, Jack Pearl Sports Center. We don't have the final tallies, Mike. What's your synopsis on this game before we get closed off tonight? We got Mike Riley here. Been a good job for both these games. What do you think of the St. Phil varsity contest night? Big victory for the Big Red.
The key tonight was Tommy Previous' play inside, on the boards, getting the ball down low and finishing his shots. Mike Liefeld got early foul trouble. Mike is the guy St. Philip looks to all the time. Tonight they got it from another source, and St. Philip looked, I thought that's as well as I've seen St. Philip play tonight in quite a while.
I agree totally with that, Mike. I like the idea of the Previous coming out, got in front of the cameras tonight. We got to bring these Access Vision cameras down here more often for Tommy Previous. He played an outstanding ball game. Everybody else fed off him. And I tell you what, Mike Liefeld, he's a all-time scoring leader down here. It's the first time I've seen him this year. I've seen him in the past. He only had 2 points at the half. But Mike, I'm real impressed with this game. He didn't force anything. He came on the second half and made some real key shots, steals, delivering the basketball. John Sherwood playing the point guard. All those players, I'm real impressed with St. Phil's Ball Club. They came away with a big win here tonight, 64-53, to get back on track and get that Big Red machine rolling. Going into Friday for another home game with White Pigeon here at the Tiger Den. So good luck to them on that game. Mike, I want to thank you again for helping out tonight on the JV and varsity contest. I know you're a little hesitant and saying, hey, that's going to be a long night, but it does go a little quicker when you're up here watching as it is as opposed to when you're playing. It goes fast. And there was 2 good ball games to cover tonight, wasn't it?
You know, they were 2 good games to watch, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. When you called and asked me to do it, I really didn't want to do it, but now that it's over, I kind of enjoyed it. Gary, thanks a lot.
Well, thanks for doing it, and thanks for coming out and helping out with Access Vision, and Jimmy Hughes not able to be here tonight. Jim, eat your heart out. We had 2 good ball games. Hopefully you can get back in time for districts and get that family things and those work things out of the way. But thanks again, Mike. I want to thank Greg Mason for directing tonight, and all the camera people for covering this ball game, and hope you people out there in Access Vision enjoy this ball game. And again, the final score: St. Phil 64, Schoolcraft Eagles 53. Good night, and watch all your sports on Access Vision, high school wise that is. Good night, everybody.